How did evolutionism explain unilineal cultural change? Imagine a world where all human societies follow a single straight path of growth. That was the idea behind evolutionism in anthropology. It was a way to understand how cultures change over time. In the 1800s, many anthropologists believed that all societies go through the same stages of development. They thought that human cultures progress from simple to more complex forms in a set order. This idea is called unilineal cultural evolution. According to this theory, societies started at the stage of savagery. These groups relied mainly on hunting and gathering. As they advanced, they moved into the stage of barbarism. Here, they developed agriculture and basic political systems. The final stage was civilization, where societies had writing, advanced technology, and complex social institutions. Think of it as a ladder where each rung is a new stage of growth. E.B. Tylor and Lewis Henry Morgan were key figures in developing this idea. They believed that all societies, no matter where they are from, would eventually reach the highest stage of civilization. They saw differences among cultures as just a matter of how fast they moved along this path. Western societies, especially, were seen as the most advanced, occupying the top of the ladder. This approach was influenced by the idea of progress, which was popular during the Enlightenment. It also drew from Charles Darwin's biological theory of evolution, but it did not use natural selection. Instead, it assumed that human societies naturally tend to become more complex and rational over time. Unilineal evolution also introduced the concept of survivals. These were cultural traits that persisted from earlier stages into more advanced societies. For example, some old customs or beliefs might still be seen in modern cultures even if they no longer serve a purpose. These were thought to be remnants from earlier times, hanging on because of tradition. In practice, this theory helped anthropologists categorize cultures into stages. It created a hierarchy where Western societies were considered the most developed. This way of thinking influenced early research and how non-Western cultures were understood. However, critics pointed out that this view was ethnocentric. It assumed there was only one correct way for cultures to develop, which is not how cultural change actually works. Today, anthropologists no longer believe in unilineal cultural evolution. They recognize that cultures change in many different ways. Factors like environment, history, and contact with other societies all influence how a culture develops. The idea of a single, universal path of progress is now seen as too simple and not accurate.